What's going on out there, esports world? Welcome once again to BossFightTV's The Reload. This is episode number 46, where we will be covering everything in the esports world from October 10th through October 15th. We want to thank you for joining us. As always, my name is Josh Engel, also known as Antipro.
And I'm Mike Bisson, aka Mohawk Mike, who is secretly wearing shorts and slip-on shoes under the desk. But you wouldn't know that.
It's true.
Keep it classy from the waist up.
Yeah, you don't see anything down there. It doesn't matter.
You don't know.
You'd be naked if you wanted to, but I would not. I would not like that. So, anyways,
Okay.
So esports news. Let's jump right into it. The biggest event that happened this weekend was the delayed League of Legends Season 2 Riot Finals. If you remember from the episode before, or if you're on the internet at all whatsoever, you probably heard about it. There was some incidents with some technical difficulties with the games dropping and things of that nature. So Riot got together and somehow expedited a LAN system. So I guess apparently they were working on it for a while. So they came back, they said, we're going to finish the one match on Wednesday, which they did. And then they came back and they were like, Saturday is going to be the finals, or Friday. And we're just going to rock it out. And we're going to finish it out. And I'm not going to lie, it was probably the coolest thing ever. If you saw the arena, either or, it's in the same place both times. But the arena was awesome. The crowd was ridiculous. The games were even more amazing. And I'm not going to lie, and I told Mike when I watched it the other day, this was probably the best League matches I've ever seen in my entire life. So without further ado, let's take a look at the results. Let's see how the teams did. First place, we have Taipei Assassins, which won 3-1 in the finals. So congratulations to those guys. They were kind of like, I don't want to say the underdogs, but they definitely were not expected to win compared to some of the powerhouse teams that were there. Second place, we have Azubu Frost. And then sharing third/fourth place, we have Moscow 5 and CLG EU. That's not Prime. Prime, which is my favorite team, got like 7th, 8th down there. So I'm sad.
Oh, well.
Anyways, so that wraps up League of Legends. We're actually going to move on. The EGL is back. Lots of first-person shooter and other game awesomeness. So, Mike, let's rock it out.
Man, you want to talk about crazy tournament series. EGL 8 featured not 1, not 2, not 3, but 9 competitive tournaments.
What?
And for the first time, at least in my recollection, actually expanded out into fighting games. So a lot of European action. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. As first and foremost, Halo Reach, the last major Halo Reach tournament before the release of Halo 4. We don't know how Halo Reach will do afterwards, so it'll probably die. But anyway,
It'll die, trust me.
Let's look at results for that. In first place, we have Apex Power taking out that first place spot. Second place, we have Uprising. And in third place, my favorite team from the weekend, Vicious and Delicious.
I like it.
So, goodbye, Halo Reach, officially, now and forever. Moving on into Modern Warfare 3. This is for the Call of Duty series on the 360. A major, I don't want to say major upset, but certainly for the first time in EGL history, Optic Gaming did not take first place. That is right. We have Team TCM Gaming, who is from Europe and went ballistic when they won on the main stage grand finals against Optic Gaming. And last but not least, third place, we have Envious, who had an also good showing. Now moving on to Modern Warfare 3, but on the PlayStation 3 side. In first place, we have Farco Yang. Second place, we have CSC Esports. Those tricky bastards, they always try to jump me up like that. And third place, we have Devious Esports. Moving on now into the last portion of the first-person shooter, or no, third-person shooter genre. The shooter, I should have just said
third-person
shooter variety. Gears of War 3. Well, I got tripped up again.
It's okay.
First place, we have Apex. Second place, we have NTC. And in third place, we have Hybrid. Now moving on into the new section, as I was talking about, fighting games at EGL. First up, we have Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012. And first place, we have Taha, who surprisingly sneaked out a really good finals against Ryan Hart. I had Ryan Hart picked to take it. And in third place, we have F-Word, which...
Fire truck.
Fire truck word, yeah. Moving on into Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. In first
That's an
place,
F-word.
first place, we have Zach Bennett. Second place, we have Kaiser Tron. And in third place, we have How to Read.
I wonder if he knows how to read.
I think so.
He didn't put spaces in his name.
I never learned how to read. I never learned how to read because his mix-ups are so crazy.
Learn how to write, read? I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Tekken Tag Tournament 2 action coming up next for you. First place, we have Ryan Hart. Second place, we have Wu Kang. And in third place, we have The Chief. King of Fighters 13. Again, another first place triumphant victory for Ryan Hart. Second place goes to Giga D, and third place goes to Sprint. And last but not least, we have Street Fighter Third Strike Online Edition. First place goes to Zach Bennett. Second place goes to Raiju, and third place goes to Fuzzy. So that won't be all of the fighting game news this episode, but certainly a good tournament from the folks at EGL. This is, again, EGL 8. Keep it up, guys. Maybe get some PC games in there. Maybe, I don't know, just a little bit. Let's wait and see.
As you get
higher
running. Anyways.
Moving on now to Josh.
Got some StarCraft 2 news. Jumping back to the anchor. Normally in the first place spot, but there was so much more awesome stuff going on. So first, we have the GSL Code S event. We are in the semifinals right now. So here are the top 4 players here. MVP takes out Rain 3-2. Life takes out Tasia 3-0. Also in the GSTL, TSL takes out FXO 5-2. In other news, we have the Too Good Invitational. Let's take a look at the results there. Thorzane takes the top spot with Elfie taking second place, and TLO and Koss sharing 3rd/4th place. We also have the StarCraft 2 World Championship Asia Finals. So let's take a look at how they did there. We have Rain taking the first place spot, parting at number 2, and Hero number 3, not to be confused with the other hero, which got 4th. But this is Liquid Hero. Just saying. Just so you know. Just so you know. Last but not least, we have the EG Masters Cups. We are in week number 5. Let's take a look at how the teams did this week. We have Fnatic 3-1 over Team Liquid, Empire taking out Root 4-0, Slayers 3-1 over Dignitas, Quanta Gaming took out Mouse Sports 3-2, Team Acer 4-0 over Complexity, and Rox KIS taking out Evil Geniuses 3-1. And now making the full rotation right back around to fighting games. Mike has some information from the Toronto Top Tiers tournament.
Yeah, so this is the Toronto Major Series 13. Again, hosted by Toronto Top Tiers, one of the major fighting game tournaments in Canada, our partner to the north. Let's go into
America's
results.
Hat.
America's Hat. Canada.
Sorry, Canada.
AKA America's Hat. Then what's Mexico?
Don't
answer that.
I like Canada. Wow, I almost said Canada. I like Canada. I like this.
I like French fries and gravy, so that's cool with me.
Me too. And I like Canadian bacon and real bacon.
I like the movie Canadian Bacon.
Yeah. Anyways,
Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version Canada 2012. In first place, we have Chirithi bringing it home for the Canadian pride. Second place, we have Dominion. And in third place, we have Hero. 2 E's, Hero. Moving on now to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. First place going to Ray Ray. Very good showing there. Second place going to Justin Wong. And third place goes to B. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, the Mike crowd pleaser, as I like to call it. First place to OFDP ? Which I'm not going to repeat what that stands for. Second place goes to Trevor. Third place goes to, again, Justin Wong, racking up titles left and right. King of Fighters 13, Justin Wong. Surprise, surprise. Second place goes to Karn. Third place goes to Neo Russell. Mortal Kombat 9, still kicking and screaming. Wah! Like that, kind of kicking and screaming like Shao Kahn. First place goes to CD Jr. Second place goes to Rio. And in third place, we have Maxter. Soul Calibur 5. First place goes to SC Partisan. Second place, Reptile. Third place, Silent Wall. And last but not least, Persona 4 Arena, keeping the crowd hype because it's still relatively new and people are working out combos like crazy. First place goes to Hawaii Corp. Second place goes to Bill 307. And third place goes to Level 5 Chan. But, of course, that wasn't all of the major fighting game news this weekend. We had EGL 8. We had Toronto Top Tiers 13. We also had the Street Fighter 25th Anniversary Brazil qualifier, which I'm just going to wrap it up real nice and simple for you. In Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, version 2012, first place went to Bruno Fighters. So he has qualified for the Grand Championships that will happen in December, as well as the gentleman who got second place, which was Taquito. So they both qualify because Super Street Fighter 4 had a major showing. But then all the other tournaments went to Taquito. First place, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Street Fighter Third Strike Online Edition, Super Turbo. He took it all except for Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition version 2012. So very good showing for Taquito indeed. Short, sweet, to the point. You can watch the VODs if you want more in-depth than that. But moving on now, we have the ESWC 2012 Germany CSGO qualifier. This was to determine which team would represent Germany in the 2012 Electronic Sports World Cup. First place, we have Team XXX, little X, big X, little X. Second place, we have Team Mortal Teamwork. And in third place, technically third/fourth, we have Game DE and Dragons. So that was very entertaining to watch. But Josh, what's more entertaining than watching top German CSGO teams battle head-to-head?
Watching top female teams battle head-to-head.
Yes. This was the ESL CSGO Opening Cup. All girls, just girls, 100% all the way. Very, very good stuff. I like it. As I go into Creepy Guy, let's get into results.
Oh my God.
First place in faculty. They
You
were
can stop
really
doing
good.
that.
All right. Second place, we have Zuckerfin. And third place, we have 3D Max. So everything getting a fair portion in the show this week. We got a lot of coverage there
All over
going
the
on.
place. It's crazy.
But as always, we like to wrap it up with some last miscellaneous news. Josh, do you have anything this week?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Nothing.
I have one piece of news, and that is about the future of Counter-Strike Go. Because this past weekend, there were several organizations that came together that actually unified a European rule set. Because these tournaments were using different rules, and there really is no, 100% Mov-Toffs, no Mov-Toffs, yes Mov-Toffs. So these organizations were the ESL, ESWC, Slap Gaming, Copenhagen Games, and Assemblyland. And they basically came together and said, look, we're going to play all the same way, so there's no confusion between the leagues. The biggest change, though, is that they've allowed now you can have not only 2 flashbangs, but also 4 regular grenades, which
Really?
is kind of a big update. But the other big thing, too, is that they're disallowing NetGraph. So not like a super big deal, but especially for all the 1.6 guys, they've always run NetGraph to see how well they're performing. It's kind of an issue there. They've got some feedback. And last but not least, they actually have an official map pool for all of those leagues. They have said, these are the maps. We don't care what else comes out. This is what we're using. And those maps include Inferno, Dust 2, Train, Nuke, and Mirage. So it's good to see at least the European side of things getting a unified rule set for CSGO. As we know that CSGO it's picking up some steam. It's getting there. We'll have to wait and see how far it goes competitively.
Indeed.
But once again, that's all I have this week.
Oh, well,
That's it.
I guess we want to thank you guys for watching Boss Fight TV's The Reload. Make sure you check out the website if you have any comments or anything like that. Make sure you hit us up on Twitter at BossFightTV. But as always, my name is Josh Engel, also known as Anti-Pro.
And I'm Mike Bisson, a.k.a. Mohawk Mike, as always, thanking you for supporting esports wherever you do, as well as, like I say, thank you for considering.